Naimutullah Ahmad sir to say a few words. Please put your hands together on.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected chief guests, Dr. Mir Mohsin Ali, Professor Malla Reddy Hospital, respected dignitaries of the dais, respected teachers, respected parents, and my dear students. As said by Shakil sir about my introduction, actually the appreciations goes to Almighty Allah. It is not the like human being, it is from Allah only. So first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Shakil sir for this appreciations. I'm nothing actually, it is by the grace of Allah only. Okay, so let's start. A warm welcome to all of you on the occasion of science exhibition. And I'd like to thank all my staff and students for the contribution in organizing this event. And I need a big round of applause for these efforts they have put. The next thing is, science is one of the most important subjects in student study, as it develops the critical thinking skills. Alhamdulillah, in our group of schools, I can say we not only educate the children, but also help them to improve their skills in science and technology. Now, some quick questions from the student, that who is the missile man of India?
अस्सलामु अलैकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। न कर तकदीर का शिकवा मुक़द्दर आज़माता जा, न कर तकदीर का शिकवा मुक़द्दर आज़माता जा, मिलेगी खुद ब खुद मंजिल, कदम आगे बढ़ाता जा। मेरी मुराद जनाब नदीमुल्लाह शकील साहब से है। माशाल्लाह, जब कभी उन्होंने प्रोग्राम किया है, बहुत ही उम्दा किस्म का प्रोग्राम किया है, साथ ही साथ बच्चों में छुपी हुई सलाहियतों को उजागर करने के लिए, उनको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म उन्होंने दिया है। मैं कॉन्फेडरेशन ऑफ माइनॉरिटी इंस्टीट्यूशन की जानिब से और कैट एकेडमी की जानिब से नदीमुल्लाह शकील साहब को दिल की गहराइयों से आज का इस बेहतरीन प्रोग्राम मुनक्किद करने पर मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूं, और साथ ही साथ उनके साथ जो एसोसिएट स्टाफ है और जो भी जुड़े हुए हैं आज के इस प्रोग्राम में साइंस एग्जीबिशन के, उनको भी मैं ख़ास तौर पर मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूं। और इस तरह के प्रोग्राम मुनक्किद करने से बच्चों में छुपी हुई सलाहियतें उजागर होती हैं। जैसा कि अभी कुछ लम्हे पहले मैंने सुन रहा था कि टीचर सब कुछ नहीं सिखाते, बच्चों से भी टीचर को सीखना पड़ता है। तो ये बात मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, क्योंकि टीचर एक आइडिया बच्चों को देते हैं और बच्चे उस आइडिया पर अपने आप में छुपी हुई सलाहियतों को निकाल कर एक प्रेजेंटेशन करते हैं जो बहुत ही काबिल होता है, और उसकी जो बच्चे की जो सलाहियत होती है वो वहाँ पर रोनुमा होती है। तो बहरहाल इस किस्म के प्रोग्राम्स मुनक्किद करने का मकसद यही है कि बच्चों में छुपी हुई सलाहियतें आगे आए, निकले, और वो अपनी सलाहियतों को उभारते हुए न सिर्फ एक अच्छे शहरी बने, और साथ ही साथ अपने स्टेट का और अपने मुल्क का नाम रोशन करते हुए अपने आप को आगे लेके चलें और तरक्की करें। यही इसके पीछे मकसद होता है। तो बहरहाल वंस अगेन मैं तमाम को आज के इस प्रोग्राम मुनक्किद करने पर मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। खुदा हाफिज़।
I hope you are able to hear me. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shakil sir, for inviting me. Although I was not aware of his school before, I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to see the enthusiasm of the students here. I can see that the students are very interested in participating in this exhibition. I hope that science exhibition will bring out the best in you, and as a you can say faculty in engineering college, I can tell you that engineering is nothing but extension of science, and it's direct application of scientific procedures which are proved by method of sciences, experiments of science. Therefore, I will always encourage you to indulge yourself in proving the things which are taught to you in theory subjects. Okay, if something is given as a formula, you don't need to remember it. Okay, you need to find out how we can relate this to reality. Okay, and how you can establish the physical significance of that formula, or that you can say that a topic of a particular subject, like be it mathematics or be it science subject, physical science or biology. I would always encourage you to you can say be active, and don't rely on mugging up things or remembering it, or just by hearting it like that.
Hello, good morning to everyone. My name is Harya Sali. I am from 10th standard. Today my topic is Father of Ayurveda. Charaka is known as the father of Ayurveda, the father of Ayurveda medicine. He wrote a book named Charaka Samhita on medicine, which contained a description of large number of diseases and discussed their treatment. Another scientist was named as Charaka Samhita. Another scientist was named as Sasuta, was a major pundit on the field of medicine. He was known as the father of surgery. Charaka was known as the father of Ayurveda. Father was similar to the Charaka. He also wrote a book named Charaka Susrata and Samhita. In his book, he decided the method of classification of dead body. He generally contributed to the field of plastic and cardiac surgery. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Crescent High School. My name is Vija Fatima and I am from 10th standard. Today I am going to tell you about Ayurvedic principles. Before you learn how Ayurveda can help you, you must first learn how to see yourself Ayurvedic perspective. The first step is to understand about some key of Ayurvedic principles and through which Ayurveda views the universe. The 5 elements. Ayurveda recognizes the 5 elements as the fundamental building blocks of nature. Earth, water, air, fire, ether. Every substance contains all 5 of these elements. That said, in a given substance, 1 or 2 elements are typically predominant over the others. These are the basic foundational tools for interpreting the laws of nature, identifying a various state of health or imbalance, charting a course toward improved well-being. Examining this course principle will help illustrate what makes Ayurveda such a timeless act and science. The 20 qualities. Ayurveda also recognizes the 20 qualities that commonly used to describe every substance or nature. They also have the 10 opposite balances. I can say you some balances: cold, hot, oily, dry, dense, liquid, gross, subtle, cloudy, clear, etc. The gunas are essential to understanding the Ayurvedic principle. That's it. Hope you like this. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Crescent High School. I am Saif from 8th class. Today my topic is top 10 Ayurvedic companies of India. First Ayurvedic companies of India is Dabur India Limited. Second one is Patanjali Ayurveda. Third one is Himalaya Wellness. Fourth one is Hamdard India. Fifth one is Badrinath. Sixth one is Vico Group. Seventh one is Zandu. Eighth one is Kama Ayurveda. Ninth one is Swastika Ayurveda. 10th one is Sonika Life Science. Hope you like my topic. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Crescent High School. My name is Mariam Begum.
My name is Samira Khadim.
And we are from 10th standard.
Now we are telling about health benefits of Ayurveda. Integration Ayurveda into your life can be immediately benefited with overall sense or wellness. What are some specific issues?
Let us explore a distant area in which Ayurveda improves your health. Prevention. The traditional practice of Ayurveda is used to cure opposite disease. Therefore, it is considered to be more preventing in nature.
Daily routine. Learning about Ayurveda can help you feel grounded, ready to start each day.
Ayurvedic food and combination. Ayurveda have many diets and food combinations of Maxima and Agni and Digestify. Learning about constitution and state of balance will recognize how benefits are that for you. Thank you.
Exercise yoga of Ayurveda. Certain insan can have a heating or cooling effect on the body. Learning about Ayurveda poses helps you determine optimal wellness.
Thank you.
Today our topic name is Ayurvedic herbs and spices with health benefits. Cumin. Cumin is an Ayurvedic spice commonly used to add flavors to meat. It may help to increase type 2 disease and heart disease.
My name is Shane Fatima. I am from class 9th. Today my topic name is Brahmi. Brahmi is the best herb for the brain and the nervous system. Brahmi also balances left and right hemisphere of the brain and detoxifies the pineal gland. It is good for all three doshas, but is especially beneficial for balancing hypertension. Cardamom. Cardamom is a natural tranquilizer. It brings clarity and joy to the heart. It neutralizes the acidity of coffee and caffeine and neutralizes the mucus forming properties in milk. Cardamom removes excess kapha from stomach and lungs.
My name is Isba Kausar. I am from 9th standard. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an Ayurvedic spice that may help your body manage stress more effectively. It may also lower your blood sugar level and improve sleep, memory, muscle growth and male fertility. Turmeric. Turmeric is the Ayurvedic spice that gives curry its yellow color. Curcumin, its main compound, may help reduce inflammation and improve heart and brain health.
My name is Mariam Beg. I am from class 9. Machista. Machista is probably the best blood purifier in others Ayurvedic approach, which may also induce modify one's lifestyle activity wells. Take 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules at the night. If you have any pitta, a reduced skin disorder, you can take warm milk.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Crescent High School. My name is Bhavin Fatima. Today I am going to tell you about home remedies for stomachache. One can experience stomachache due to various reasons such as constipation, diarrhea, acid reflux, stress, gas, etc. While there are many ways to treat the same, constipation, it can caused by lack of dietary fiber, dehydration, too much dairy, medication, lack of exercise or movement. To get relief from constipation, one can experience with black salt and garlic, which may help to get relief, gas, aid digestion and treat that infection. Diarrhea, it can caused by viral allergy, food allergies, etc. The management of diarrhea includes fluid balance, buttermilk with coconut water, salted rice or lemon, salt, sugar, beverage. Acid reflux, it can caused by low stomach acid, magnesium deficiency. To get relief, avoid citrus food, spicy food, alcohol. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Crescent High School. I am Fatima Khanam from class 8. Today I am going to give you some home remedies for sinus. Sinus can be annoying and might get worse during winter, but it can be managed with simple home remedies. A combination of turmeric and ginger brew in water can help in easing closed nasal passage and reduce the sinus pressure. For making you feel better, add 1 tablespoon of organic turmeric to boiling the water. Inhale the steam. Hope you will try this remedy at home. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Crescent High School. I am Mehak Fatima of class 6. Today I am going to say some home remedies for colon clean. If you are constipated and need a colon clean, here is a remedy for you. Bleed into cup of water 1 whole papaya and 1 cup of cucumber papaya seed and don't stir it and drink a cup daily for 3 to 7 days. It may help to get right of this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Mahanja. I am from 10th standard. Today my topic is about home remedies of headache. Headache is one of the most common pain that people suffer from often. Before we jump into learning about home remedies, let us first know the reasons or causes of headache. Example, lack of sleep, dehydration, caffeine withdrawal, alcohol use in nutrient deficiency, undereating. Here we have 8 nutrient remedies to ease the pain. First, ginger. Ginger is one of the most effective remedy. It not only helps reduce the pain but also improves digestion. You can either use ginger powder or water paste on your forehead for instant relief. Peppermint. Second, peppermint. Peppermint oil is useful in opening up clogged blood vessels. The primary cause of headache, peppermint consists of menthol, which regulates blood flow. In a case of headache, you can massage your temples or your neck with a mixture of a few drops of peppermint and 1 tablespoon of almond oil. Third, lavender oil. Lavender oil is known for its refreshing fragrance. It is also an effective remedy against headache. Add a few drops of lavender oil to 2 cups of boiling water and inhale the steam or massage it on scalp with a mixture of lavender oil. Now my friend Hafsa will continue.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon is yet another spice that has a soothing effect on headache. Grind some cinnamon stick into a powder, then make a thick paste, then apply it to a forehead to get an instant relief from headache. Cloves. Cloves have a pain relief properties. Close the cloves into a clean handkerchief and inhale the smell. Basil is a strong second half. It has an analgesic benefit. Take 2 to 3 leaves into a boiling water, then consume it with honey to reduce your headache. Magnesium. Magnesium contained in your body to control your blood vessels. You can take magnesium supplements to prevent your headache. vitamin B2. Vitamin B2 is also known as riboflavin. This is a best home treatment for headache. You can take vitamin B2, vitamin B6, vitamin B12 tablets to get instant relief from headache. Hope you like this remedy. If you're having this problem, follow this remedy. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Sarah Benga, 8th standard. Today I will tell you about home remedies for acne and pimples. For acne and pimples, blend together 3 tablespoons of organic turmeric plus 3 tablespoons of honey, 2 by 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice. Apply mixture 2-3 times a day, affected causing the acne. Thank you. Hope you will enjoy this remedy. Try it your home. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. I am Nura Sadaf Ali from class 9. Today my topic is about home remedies for body swelling. Puffy face. Ice is one of the easiest way to get rid of puffy face. If you get extreme swelling in the morning, the best way to reduce by dunking your face in ice water. The coldness of ice help to increase the blood circulation, which is turned to reduce the puffiness. Swelling on legs. Soak your legs in a salt bath. Salt is an effective treatment for swelling on legs because it drowns out toxin from your body and help with relaxation. Swelling on feet. So when your foot is swollen warm, take a piece of cabbage and apply to the swollen area. It will help to circulate the area that is swollen. Swelling on eyes. What to do if your eyes is swollen due to allergic reaction? Get 1 teaspoon of sea salt and mix with 2 cups of spring or boiled water. Then use dropper to drop 3 drops of mixture into eyes. Hope you like these remedies. If you have this problem, follow these remedies. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Christian High School. My name is Ahmad Riaz. I am from class 8. I am going to tell you about home remedy for dark spot. Grind finely 1 cup of rice until it becomes dust. Then mix 1 tablespoon of rice, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 teaspoon of rose water. Apply to your face and skin twice a week for the best result. Hope you follow this remedy if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Christian High School. Today I am tell you home remedy for ear pain. If you have an infection or earache, make oregano oil and use it for this unit. Oregano, garlic, olive oil, chopped oregano, chopped garlic, cloves, soaked olive oil in a dark place for 4 to 6 weeks. Strain them for use. Hope you will follow this remedy if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Sheikh Sharif Ahmed. Today I am going to tell you about natural remedy for belly fat. Here there is a remedy for belly fat and weight loss. Take 6 cups of water, 3 teaspoons of fenugreek seed, 4 teaspoons of ashwagandha powder, 3 teaspoons of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of ginger, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Store it for 2 days in refrigerator and drink it. Hope you follow this remedy if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Butul Ahmed from class 8. Today I am going to say you turmeric powder and neem leaf. Applying the paste of pure organic turmeric powder and neem leaf, it provide relief from itching for skin blemishes. Apply the packet of turmeric powder mixed with chickpea flour, sesame oil, fresh cream and a little honey. Thank you. I hope you will follow this remedy if you have this problem.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am a student of class 8. Today I am going to say few home remedies to cure your runny nose. A stuffy nose can be quite uncomfortable but also affect your mood. It can be treated with a golden nectar and golden spices. Yes, I am talking about honey and turmeric. Take 1 glass of milk, add honey and turmeric. It can give you quick relief. You can also sprinkle some grated ginger to it. I hope you follow this remedy if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sabah Begum. I'm studying in 10th class. Today I am going to tell you about natural way to increase hair growth and thickness. Coconut oil. Take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in your palm and massage in your scalp, and you can leave it on your scalp for an hour. And then wash it thoroughly by using mind cleanser or shampoo. Do this at least twice a week. Amla gooseberry. Amla gooseberry might promote hair growth. Take some amla oil in your palm and massage in your scalp, and you can leave it on your scalp for an hour and then resign it thoroughly. Yogurt. Yogurt is a resource of probiotic and may facilitate rubbish to grow, prevent damage to hair. Have a serving of yogurt once daily. Fenugreek. Fenugreek contains bioactive compound. It may prevent growth of healthy hair. It is also one of the best remedy to clean the dandruff from your scalp. Soak a quart cup of the fenugreek seeds in the water over the night. Grind it to the paste. Apply a hair mark. Leave it 30 to 14 minutes before resigning it with the plain water. Hope you will like this remedy. If you have hair fall problem or dandruff problem, so you can follow this remedy. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Christian High School. I am Zoya Ahmed of class 8. Today I am going to say few home remedies to get rid of you. When you are surrounded by infection, turn to the concoction of turmeric and ginger. This not only helps to get virus but also boost immunity. Add 1 spoon of pure organic turmeric powder, half teaspoon of crushed ginger to boiling water. Allow it to half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of crushed ginger to boiling water. Allow it to simmer for about 5 minutes. Drink it to warm for quick relief. Hope you like this remedy. If you have this problem, follow this remedy. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Crescent High School. My name is Nadia Begum. I am studying in 8th standard. Today I am going to tell you about natural remedy for vomiting and diarrhea. If you are vomiting, having diarrhea, sick or vomiting or feeling fatigue, then this remedy will definitely help you. Take 1 coconut water and mix honey. This will recover your vomiting and diarrhea sickness. Hope you enjoy this remedy if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Crescent High School. I am Mahin Begum of class 7. Today I am going to tell you about natural remedy for dizzy and lightheaded. If you are feeling dizzy or lightheaded, it's simply because iron deficiency. To get rid of this, take 1 beetroot and add 1 cup of almond milk and 1 teaspoon of honey and green it. Drink the shake twice daily. I hope you follow this remedy if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Samira. I am from 8th standard. Today I am going to tell you about benefits of aloe vera. Aloe vera is a thick, short stem plant stored water in its leaf. It is best known for treating skin injuries, but it also has several other uses that could be potentially benefit health. Each leaf contains limited issue. This contains vitamins, minerals, amino acid and antioxidants. Aloe vera is known for its antibacterial, antiviral and antiseptic properties. This is part of why it may help heal and treat skin problems. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Crescent High School. Today I am telling about avocado seed. Natural remedy for high blood pressure, high blood sugar and high cholesterol level. Get an avocado seed. Get it 10 parts. It for 7 to 10 minutes. Slow heat. After parching, use 1 teaspoon of avocado seed. I hope you follow these remedies if you have this problem. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the science exhibition. Today I am going to say about turmeric combined with coconut oil heals wound faster. If you accidentally cut your fingers while chopping vegetables and it starts to bleed, apply turmeric powder mixed with coconut oil heals wounds faster with its antibacterial benefits. I hope you follow these remedies if you have this problem. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. I am Momina Begum of class 9. Today I am going to show you about bay leaf. Bay leaf is an herb that is commonly used in cooking. Bay leaf is commonly known as Tejpata. Bay leaf have durable quality due to which used as medicine in Ayurveda. By the way, bay leaf is added dry spicy to increase taste and smell. But apart from this, it is also helping reducing headache, coldness, asthma, aruchi. Aruchi means a word of variable. Benefits of bay leaf and its uses. Bay leaf is beneficial for eye-related diseases such as common eye pain, night blindness, eyes redness, etc. In all these steps or problem, home remedies made from bay leaves are very useful. Grinding the bay leaf, applying to the eye, provide release from eye disease. If for some reason the tooth has lost shine, rubbing the shine powder on the teeth in the morning, in the evening, chewing the stalk of Tejpata and the stop bleed. In the stop benefits of stop bleeding from the gums. Taking honey mixed with cardamom. Cardamom means lychee, cloves means long. Cinnamon means dalchini with 1 cup of hot milk twice a day. Provide release from vomiting. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Afif Fatima from class 9. Today I am going to give you information about queen of the herb Tulsi. Tulsi has a special place in Ayurveda as it proved to be highly effective protecting our body from various infections and diseases of the liver, skin, kidney, etc. It contains powerful oxygen that can help in keeping your blood pressure level and cholesterol level under the control, making it one of the best heart and healthy food as it possesses hypoglycemic property, which is also known as lower blood pressure, sugar level. Benefits of Tulsi: natural immunity booster, reduce fever, pain, cold, cough, stress, blood pressure. Tulsi is also good for diabetes patient. How to consume Tulsi? To consume Tulsi, pluck fresh from plant, add it to your tea and make kadha out of it. Tulsi tea. To make Tulsi tea, boil 1 cup of water, pour 1 teaspoon of fresh Tulsi and dry teaspoon of half teaspoon of dry Tulsi and 1/3 teaspoon of Tulsi powder. Cover the water in a pot, let it sit for 15 minutes, then stir the leaf and enjoy. Hope you like my topic.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Crescent High School. I am Fatima from class 8. Today I am going to say about some benefits of neem leaf. Neem leaves are beneficial for eczema, skin rashes, red light, diabetes, malaria, fever, night blindness, etc. Uses of neem leaf: get neem leaf, take off the leaves and wash them properly in pure water. After washing leaf, dry them with a clean towel and spread the leaves out on a breathable cloth. Cover the leaf with a fabric cloth for 40 to 20 minutes and until properly dry green leaf and add 1 teaspoon water and drink it. I hope you enjoy this remedy. If you have this problem, thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Shaista Siddiqui. I am from 10th standard. My topic is about Ajwain oil for weight loss. It is that required minimal properties of time. You can make it a part of your daily routine without having to go out of your way to make this beverage. Roast 2 teaspoons of Ajwain seeds on a low flame until start to produce a pungent aroma. Next, take 500 ml of water, boil it in a pan, added Ajwain seeds and stir a drink. You can also improve the taste by adding the honey. Added 1 teaspoon of honey and consume it on an empty stomach. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Samina Khatun. I am from 10th standard. Today I am going to say you about home remedies for acidity. Having around 1 teaspoon fennel powder with a glass of warm water relieve acidity and symptoms like heartburn, bloating and improved digestion. Cloves. Suck a piece of cloves to get rid of acidity and symptoms like nausea, gastric irritability, etc. Cardamom. Chewing 1 cardamom pod every day helps to prevent acidity and its symptoms. Almond. Almonds are rich in nutrition fibers, both of which may help to reduce. It also aids digestion due to their high nutrition values. Ginger. Chewing raw ginger or drinking ginger tea helps to prevent acidity and symptoms. It also aids digestion. I hope you like this remedy. If you have this problem, follow this remedy. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rumana Fatima. I am from 10th standard. Today I am going to say about amla. Amla is a powerful plant and a nourishing food that may help you wonderfulness. It is one of the strongest antioxidants consisting of herbs used in Ayurveda. The healthy fruit has been demonstrated to have anti-inflammatory, hepatoprotectivity, antioxidant qualities that fight for free radicals and protect the liver. Health benefits of Indian gooseberry. Amla juice help benefits the organ in your body that secrete insulin and regulates the quantity. Amla juice Amla juice help in your digestive system if you suffer from constipation or other digestive problem. Amla promotes hair growth and prevent early graying. Amla help in reducing hypertension. Amla promotes healthy weight loss. Thank you. I hope you like the benefits of amla.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Max Room. Today I am Busha of 6th standard. Today I am going to explain you about square number and square root. After explaining, I will ask you a question. Square number, product of a number multiply itself for 2 times. Example of square number are 5 into 5 is equal to 25. 25 is a square number of 5. 6 into 6 is equal to 36. 36 is a square number of 6. These numbers are known as perfect square number. Square root of a number in a factor that can multiply by itself for 2 times to get the number. The simple of square root is this. Example, square root of 4 is equals to 2 because 2 into 2 is equals to 4. The square root of 9 is 3 because 3 into 3 is equals to 3. Thank you. Give your appreciation, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon to all. My name is Abubakar Musale. I am from 6th standard. My topic is about cube number and cube root. Cube number. A cube number is the result when a number has been multiplied by itself for 3 times. Example, 8 is a cube number because it's 2 into 2 into 2. It means to multiply by itself 3 times. This is also written as 2 power 3 and also 2 cube. Examples of cube numbers are 3 into 3 into 3 is the 27, 4 into 4 into 4 is 64, 9 into 9 into 9 is 729, 10 into 10 into 10 is 1000. Cube root. The cube root of a number of the factor that you multiply by itself to get that number. The symbol of cube root. Example, cube root of 64 is 4, cube root of 125 is 5, cube root of 729 is 9, cube root of 1000 is 10. Cube root of a number is opposite of cube of a number. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Juwaria Fatima. I am from 7th standard. Today I am going to explain you about types of angles. Number 1, acute angle. Acute angle are from 1 degree to 89 degrees. The example of acute angle is when we take a slice of watermelon, it forms acute angle. Or when we open a scissor, it forms acute angle. Second, right angle. Right angle are of exactly 90 degrees. The example of right angle is when we see the corners of a window, it forms right angle. Number 3, obtuse angle. Obtuse angle are greater than 181 degree and less than 179 degree. The example of obtuse angle is when we come down from stairs, it forms obtuse angle. Or when we sleep on a sofa, it forms obtuse angle. Number 4, straight angle. Straight angle are of exactly 180 degree. The example of straight angle is when we see the length of scale, it forms straight angle, or when we see the length of ladder, it forms straight angle only. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Mathematics Room. My name is Haza Begum. I am student of 7th class. Today I am explaining about types of triangle. Do you know mean by triangle? Okay, I explain you. A simple closed figure with 3 line segment and 3 angle is known as triangle. Triangle can be classified according to properties of their sides and angle. First, acute angle. Acute angle. A triangle whose all angles are acute is called acute angle triangle. Isosceles. A triangle 2 sides of equal length is called isosceles triangle. Equilateral triangle. A triangle having all equal sides is called equilateral triangle. Obtuse angle. A triangle whose one angle is obtuse is called obtuse angle triangle. Scalene triangle. If all the 3 sides of a triangle are different length is called scalene triangle. Right angle. A triangle whose one angle is right angle is called right angle triangle. Thank you. Hope you like it.
Welcome to Max Room. My name is Edeshwak. I am standard of 8th class. My topic is parts of circle. Circle, a round plane figure whose boundaries consist of point equidistant from a fixed point known as center of circle. A sector is a part of circle along with its two radius. Quadrant refers to 4 quarters in coordinate plane system. Each of 4 sections is called quadrant. Quarter is called quadrant, which is sector of 90 degree. Radius, the distance from center of circle to its boundary. Center point of circle is known as center of circle. A chord of circle, straight line segments whose endpoints both lie on circular arc known as chord. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon all of you. I am the student of 8th standard. Today I am going to explain you about polygons. A polygon means a flat shape with at least 3 or more angles with straight lines is known as polygons. Triangle, a simple closed figure with 3 line segments and 3 angles is known as triangle. Each angle of equilateral triangle is equals to 60 degrees. Sum of interior angle of triangle is equals to 180 degree. Quadrilateral, a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides is known as square. A quadrilateral with 4 equal sides is known as square. Each angle of square is equals to 90 degree. Sum of interior angle of square is equals to 360 degree. Hexagon, a simple closed figure with 6 line segments and 6 angles is known as hexagon. Each angle of regular hexagon is equals to 120 degree. Sum of interior angle of hexagon is equals to 720 degree. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Madhya Mariam. I am a student of class 8. Today I am going to explain you about 3D polygons, angles and areas. First polygon, a flat shape with at least 3 or more angles with straight line is known as polygon. First heptagon. Hexagon, a regular hexagon has 6 equal sides. Each angle of regular hexagon is equals to 120 degree. All angles of regular hexagon is equals to 720 degree. Square, a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides is called square. Each angle of square is of 90 degree. Area of square is equals to side into side. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon all of you. My name is Khadin Unisa. I am studying 8th class. Today I am going to tell you about parts of the coordinate plane. In mathematics, the Cartesian plane is defined as 2-dimensional coordinate plane which is found by the intersection of the x-axis and y-axis. The x-axis and y-axis intersects perpendicular to each other at the point called origin. The horizontal line axis is known as x-axis and the vertical axis is known as y-axis. In quadrant 1, the x-axis and y-axis both have positive numbers. In quadrant 2, the x-axis have negative numbers and the y-axis has positive numbers. In quadrant 3, the x-axis and y-axis both have negative numbers. In quadrant 4, the x-axis have positive numbers and the y-axis have negative numbers. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Max Room. I am Mayan Fatima and she is my friend Sumeera. We are from class 9. Today we are going to show you 2D and 3D shape which we see in our daily life.
Every solid has lateral surface area, total surface area and volume. Lateral surface area, LSA of a solid is a product of its base, perimeter and height. Total surface area, TSA of a solid is sum of the LSA and area of its top and base. Volume means it is in capacity of an object to hold something. First is cuboid. Example of cuboid which we see in our daily life is classroom, bricks, aquarium, etc. To find the LSA of cuboid, formula is 2 into height into length plus breadth. To find the TSA of cuboid, formula is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. To find the volume of cuboid, formula is length into breadth into height.
Cube. To find LSA of cube, formula is 4a square. To find TSA of cube, formula is 6a square. To find volume of cube, formula is a cube. Thank you.
My name is Habiba Siddiqa. I am a student of 8th standard. Today I am going to explain you about hair. First of all, I would like to tell you about beneficial food for keeping our hair strong and healthy. Salmon, a type of fish, is useful for our hair. For brightening hair, salmon is useful. So we can use spinach. We should use guava. We should apply onion juice. We should eat ginger. We should
We should eat ginger. We should apply cut. Thank you for.
Hello, good morning. My name is Faiza Fatima. I'm standard of class 8. Today I'm going to explain about types of cosmetics. Cosmetics are constitute mixture of chemical compound derived from other natural resources created. 1. Types of cosmetics: facial cosmetic, hair cosmetic, eye cosmetics. Cosmetics are products to apply on the body, especially to face, to improve its appearance. Nail polish and makeup, just the division data, face look beautiful. Data: lipstick, mascara, foundation, eyeliner, brushes, eyeshadow, lip and lips, etc.
Hello, good afternoon all of you. My name is Arisha Mohammadi. I am a student of 6th standard. Today I am going to explain you about cosmetic advantages and its disadvantages. First of all, I would like to explain you about cosmetic advantages. Cosmetic advantages, it's make you look more attractive. It can change the appearance of the skin. It has red pimples and scars. It can create different moods. Red pimple disadvantages: it can irritate your skin, it causes allergy and contains detrimental chemicals. It hides your natural look. Extra makeup make you look more worse. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Crescent High School. My name is Afsha Fatima. I am from 6th standard. Today I am going to explain about skin. First of all, I would like to explain about the food which are beneficial for our skin. Beneficial food. The beneficial food for the skin are walnuts. Walnuts are a good source of essential fat, zinc, vitamin, selenium and protein with nutrition. Your skin which are need to stay healthy. Sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are an excellent source of including vitamin E, which is an important antioxidant for the skin. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a good source of including vitamin C. Without carotenoids, especially lycopene, these carotenoids protect your skin from sun damage and may prevent wrinkling. Now I can move with the problem which can face problems, causes aging, wrinkles, pimples, blackheads, etc. Needs all natural oils from your skin. Pollution can make your skin look dull. Acid reads them of oxygen. It gives you a ton which does not go easily. Now I am going to show you about some remedial measures to keep our skin healthy. Remedial measures: wrap around, scarf or dupatta around your head while going out. Use warm water to wash face. Use scrub or a fish wash to wash face. Use good moisturizer at night. Hope you like my topic. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Crescent High School. I am Sabur Fatima of 6th standard. Today I would like to tell you about eyes. For keeping our eyes safely, we have to take some healthy food like papaya, spinach, carrot, etc. If we do not take this food, we can face certain eye problems. Problems like age-related cataract, diabetic retinopathy, etc. Remedial measure to the eye health: get a healthy balanced diet, get a regular exercise, wear sunglasses whenever you are roaming in sunlight. Thank you.
Can you continue? Hello, good afternoon everyone. I am Mahin Fatima of 6th standard. Today I am going to explain you about the beneficial food for our lungs. For keeping our lungs healthy from any harm, we have to take some healthy food like coffee, leafy green, pepper, tomatoes, blueberries, pumpkins, etc. are just example to keep our lungs healthy. Now I will try to tell you about the problem which can face by the people if they did not take proper diet. The most common lung disease include asthma, collapse or all of the part of lung, swelling and inflammation in main passage, bronchial tubes that carry air to our lungs. Now I will try to tell you about the remedial measure. Some tips of keeping our lungs healthy and fit. Eat food rich in antioxidants and high in fiber. Get vaccinations such as flu vaccine and pneumonia. This can help to prevent lung infection and promote lungs health. Thank you for giving time from your busy schedule.
Hello, good afternoon all of you. My name is Isha Fatima. I am a student of 6th standard. Today I am going to explain you about stomach. First of all, I would like to explain you about the beneficial for our stomach. Beneficial food for keeping our stomach safely from diseases. We have to eat some healthy fruit like whole grains, white or brown rice, lean grains, lean proteins, low factor fruits and avocado. Now I will tell you about the problems which can face by the people if they not take proper diet. Problems: bloating, balding, constipation, diarrhea, nausea and vomiting and paining in the belly. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Glory of Hyderabad. My name is Zeba Fatima. I am from 4th standard. Today I am explaining about Asad Jahi's dynasty. Nizamul Mulk first Nizam 1724 to 1748, Nizam Ali Khan second Nizam 1762 to 1803, Sikandar Jah third Nizam 1803 to 1829, Nasir Daulah fourth Nizam 1829 to 1857, Afzalud Daulah fifth Nizam 1857 to 1869, Mir Mehboob Ali Khan sixth Nizam 1869 to 1911, Mir Usman Ali Khan on 7th Nizam 1911 to 1948. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the glory of Hyderabad. I am Shamsunisa from 8th standard. Today I am going to tell you about the first Nizam. Mir Kamaruddin Siddiqui was the first Nizam of Hyderabad. He got married to the daughter of Sayyid Nebulman of Gulbarga. He began his career as the emperor of Mughal emperors. His big achievement was the foundation of princely state in Hyderabad. He passed away at the age of 76 in 1748. His grave at the Madar of Burhan Uddin Siddiqui, Gharib Chishti near Aurangabad. In the year 1762, his fourth son Mir Ali Khan was recognized as the second Nizam. Thank you. Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the glory of Hyderabad. I am Asma Fatma from 6th and today I am telling about second Nizam. Nizam Ali Khan was born in 1734. He became Subedari of Hyderabad at the age of 28 years. He ruled the region for almost 42 years. The period of Nizam Ali Khan was one of the important chapters in the history of Ashaf Jahan. He shifted the state capital from Aurangabad to Hyderabad. When he tried to persuade sign between British and Nizam Ali Khan, the British also wanted a close alliance with Hyderabad. After a long and successful period of Nizam Ali Khan died on 6 August 1803.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the glory of Hyderabad. Myself Muhammad Anas Hussain. I am studying in 8th class. Mir Akbar Ali Khan, Sikandar Jah, Asif Jah, 1803 to 1829. The third Nizam inherited a successful state. In 1806, he put a foundation of the city Sikandrabad on his name Sikandar. Sikandrabad later became largest British cantonment in India. Sikandar Jah was died on 21 May 1829 and he was buried in the Royal Cemetery of Makkah Masjid. His eldest son Furkhanda Ali Khan succeeded him.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the glory of Hyderabad. My name is Asil Samir of 6th standard. Today I am going to tell you about Mir Farkhunda Ali Khan. Mir Farkhunda Ali Khan, commonly known as Nasiruddaulah, was the fourth Nizam ruler of the Hyderabad. He was the son of Sikandar Jah and Fazilatul Nisa Begum. He was born on 25th April 1794. He founded medical school in 1846. Because of the state financial Nasiruddaulah founded, it is difficult to pay. The states were becoming more and more indebted to the British. He mortgaged the parts of his kingdom to the Arab and Rahlas. According to treating, the British agreed to liquidate his debt in retire for the Nizam, sealing the bearer pronounced to the British in return. Hyderabad prospered educationally and culturally under the Nizam region since he ordered construction of several schools, commercial centers, churches. He made the Hyderabad first princely state to learn the practice of sati in 1856. He died on 16 May 1857 at the age of 64. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome to the glory of Hyderabad. I am Meg Fatima of 8th standard. Today I am going to tell history about 5th Nizam, Mir 10th Ali Khan, Afzaluddaulah, Asaf Jah, 1857 to 69. The Nizam gave plan for the Bombay Madras railway lines which was passed to Hyderabad state. The introduction of a railway lines contributed greatly to the economic development of the state. He also built the Afzalganj Mosque, Afzalganj Bridge, Afzalganj Bazaar. He died at the age of 42 years when his son Mir Mehboob Ali Khan was only about 3 years old. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the glory of Hyderabad. Now my name is Sayyidah Mesaria. Now I am telling about 6th Nizam of Hyderabad. Mir Mehboob Ali Pasha was the 6th Nizam of Hyderabad. He had a great taste for Western fashion and modern way of life. His obsession for clothes was legendary. His collection of garments was one of the most expensive in the world of this time. The best English tailor were brought to Hyderabad to switch the royal robes combining traditional with modernity. They wore a new dress for every day and he never wore the same dress for the second time. The Nizam also granted a jagir to the temple priest for the temple's maintenance. Developed a railway network. A railway company fairly owned by the Nizam was established in 1879. It was formed to connect the Hyderabad state with the rest of British India and headquartered at Sikandrabad railway station. Educational development, Hyderabad Medical College, a first in India and commission for chloroform. A first in world during 1873 and 141 schools in the Hyderabad city and 141 schools rest of the district.
Good afternoon. I am Shafi Begum of 8th standard. Today I am going to tell you about 7th Nizam. Mir Usman Ali Khan was the last ruler of Hyderabad. He tried to modernize the administrative system. Under the influence of British, he developed agriculture and colonial needs for irrigation. He built Nizam Sagar and Ali Sagar. He also introduced separate roadway, railway, airway and electricity. He created an industrial trust fund with a capital of 1 crore rupee. Important industries of Nizam's period were Sangarani Collieries, Nizam Sugar Factory, Azam Jahi Mills, Sirpur Paper Mills. All these factories played a vital role in state economy and provided employment opportunities for the people of Hyderabad. Now my friend Shafa will continue my topic.
Important public institutions established by the Nizam. Usmania General Hospital, Usmania University, High Court, Central State Library, Nurani Hospital, Jubilee Hills, Town Hall now known as Assembly Hall, Hyderabad Museum now as State Museum.
Mir Usman Ali Khan was ambitious and wanted to rule Hyderabad as an independent king after independence. He wanted that Hyderabad would become part of independent India. A large campaign was organized by Hyderabad State Congress. Then they decided to end this Nizam rule. And Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel sent armed forces to Hyderabad. Finally, Hyderabad merged into Indian Union by police actions on 17 September 1948. After 1950, Mir Usman Ali Khan continued to be Rashpramukh till 1956. After the first general election in 1952, Burugula Ramakrishna Rao became the first Chief Minister of Hyderabad State. When Andhra Pradesh was formed in 1956, merging Hyderabad, the Rashpramukh replaced by the governor appointed by the Hyderabad President of India. Finally, Nizam rule was ended.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the Glory of Hyderabad. I am Hajra Begum of class 6 standard. Today I am going to tell about Azam Jah. Azam Jah was born on 22 February 1907 in Hyderabad. His father was Mir Usman Ali Khan and mother was Azamunnisa Begum. On 12 November 1931, he got married with daughter of Turkish Abdul Majid. She was Prince Abdul Shawwal. They had two sons, one Mukarram Jahan Bahadur and Mufakham Jahan. Thank you.
Hello, good morning all of you. He is the role model of Mauzam Jah. My name is Muhammad Amir. My topic is Mauzam Jah Nawab Mir Shujat Ali Khan. He was born on 21 October 1907 in the family of Asaf Jah. His mother name was Zulal Begum. He was the youngest brother of Asaf Jah. He is the youngest brother of Asaf Jah. Nawab Mir Usman Ali Asaf arranged the marriage of his both sons with the Turkish princess. From that, Mauzam Jah got married by Princess Nilofar, who was the cousin of Princess Duresheva. Thank you. Feedback, please.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Glory of Hyderabad. My name is Aisha Fatima. I am studying in 5th standard. Today I would like to tell you about the glory of Nawab Mir Mukarram Jah. He was born on 6 October 1936 in the family of Nawab Azam Jah and Princess Duresheva. On the desire of his grandfather, he has completed his higher education in America and London. When he returned from London, his grandfather was too glad and he thought Mukarram Jah was too capable than his father. That's why Mir Usman Ali Khan given his kingdom to Mukarram Jah. After the death of Mir Usman Ali Khan, Mukarram Jah became the king of Asaf Jah. When he became the king of Asaf Jah, at that time there was a lot of treasure which was filled of gems and pearls. He contacted as one of the richest person in the world. He got in marriage with Princess Asra. He took his last breath on 15 January 2023, Istanbul, Turkey. According to the Jah, his funeral took place in Hyderabad. His remains were laid in Chamalla Palace, where family members and government officials paid their respect. In the evening of 18 January, he buried at the Makkah Masjid. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Glory of Hyderabad. My name is Mohammad Mustafa. I am studying in class 4th. Today I am going to tell about you Prince Mir Mufakham Jah Bahadur. Prince Mir Mufakham Jah Bahadur is the son of Prince Azam and Princess Duresheva. He was born in 27 February 1939. His parents want to grow him up by providing him also modern technology and modern education. He got married by Turkish Princess Esra. He completed education under the guardianship of expert teacher of that period. Thank you.
Welcome to the Glory of Hyderabad. I am Lubna Fatima from 8th standard.
I am the princess of Duresheva.
Today I am going to tell you about Duresheva. Duresheva was born in Turkey. Her father Abdul Majid, second Khalifa, belongs to Turkey Sultanate. Ottoman Empire was the head of all the Muslims in the world, but was overthrown and sent away in exile. So she brought up in France and married to the elder son, Prince Azam Jah Bahadur, the last Nizam of Hyderabad, resulted in the union of two illustrious Muslim families, the Turkish Caliphate and the Asif Jains of Hyderabad. Duresheva was born in Turkey. Her father Abdul Majid, second Khalifa, belongs to Turkey Sultanate. Duresheva was fluent in English, Urdu, France and Turkish. She used to ride horses, drove cars and played tennis with a beauty and charm, ethic and dress. She transformed Hyderabad's social circuit. She brought modernity to the Nizam's household and worked for the upliftment of women in Hyderabad. She believed that women should earn their own living and work hard to remove practice of parda. After her marriage, Hyderabad's trade was abolished and integrated with the Indian Union. Few public activities she performed. She set up a general and children's hospital in Purani Haveli, which is still run in the name of Princess Duresheva Hospital. She established a junior college for girls in Yaqubpura. Baghe Jahanara is also run on the fund. She curated Ajmal Khan Tibia College Hospital in Aligarh Muslim University. She led the foundation of Begumpet Airport building in 1936. The Nizam called her Pishus Joel Nagina and encouraged her to participate actively in Hyderabad social circuit. After shifting permanently to London, her last visit to the Hyderabad was in 2004. In February 2006, she passed away in London at the age of 92. With her death, ended a glorious chapter of Hyderabad. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Welcome to the Glory of Nizams. As you know, I am Mehak Fatima of 8th standard. You can see I have been a role model of Nilofar. Today I am going to tell you about Nilofar.
I am the one of the most beautiful women in the world. Princess Nilafar Khanum Sultan Farhat Begum Sahiba, nicknamed as the Kohinoor of Hyderabad. I was born on 4 January 1916 in Istanbul, Turkey. My father Damat Molarizet was the Khalifa of the Ottoman Empire, but he was exiled. I lost my father when I was only 2 years old. I moved to Nice in a northern France. I get married to the Muazzam Jahan, the younger son of the last Nizam of Hyderabad in 1931. At that time, I was only 15 years old. Whenever I step off the train, ever so lightly, wear eyes on me. I moved to High Hill Fort with my husband. He was a poet of Urdu. Every evening, he organized a mushaira and he lived lavish lifestyle and doted to me by getting my photographics and painting, etc. Life seems to be quite comfortable, but after some years, I have not conceived. I consult a various type of doctor in Europe and planning to go to America for the medical visit. During the time, one of my maid Rafa Tunisa died during childbirth. On that time, there was no specialist hospital for the mother and the children. I resolved to build such a hospital materialized in the form of the current Nilafar Hospital in Hyderabad. The absence of the children moved for the private life and empty on the other hands. I was invited to a civil function and took the lead for the women advisement during Second World War. I obtained training as a nurse and helped in relief efforts, and my public style caught the attention and catch the attention to the media. Whenever I went, I had a special sari crafted by the designer from Bombay. In 1931, I have taken my last breath in Paris. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Christian High School in Glory of Hyderabad. I am Farah Sultana. I am 4th standard. I am telling about Prince Mir Azmat Jah Bahadur.
I am the role model of the Azmat Jahan.
I am the role model of Ronak Yar Khan.
Prince Mir Azmat Jah is the son of Mukarram Jah and Queen Asra. He is the 9th Nizam of Hyderabad. He completed basic education in London. He was born on 3rd July 1960 in Turkey. He got mastery in photography from California. His father Mukarram invited him to Hyderabad 1994. From then onward, they started visiting to Hyderabad. He made film on life. His grandfather Mir Usman Ali that was become more famous. On the current situation, the family members select Ronak Khan is the 9th Nizam, but there is no any declaration the government side. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Here I have a model to show the arrangement and characteristic of matters. As we all know what is matter. Anything that has weight and occupies the space is considered as matter. There are three sets of matter: solid, liquid and gases. We call it solid because the molecules in it are compactly fixed together and it has fixed shape and definite volume. We call it liquid because the molecules in it are loosely held together and it flows. It takes the shape of the container and has definite volume. We call it gases because the molecules in it are loosely held and far away from each other, leaving spaces in between. It has no fixed shape and no definite volume. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Here I have an amazing model of atomic structure. To understand these, we need to understand that what is inside the atom. Yes, atom has three subatomic particles, that is electron, proton and neutron. The arrangement of all subatomic particles as electron, neutron and proton is called atomic model. The first theory of atomic structure is given by John Dalton. The first atomic model representation was given by J.J. Thomson. This model is popularly known as Waterman model, in which red mass is considered mass of proton and black seeds are embedded in it, which is called electron. This model is widely accepted and he got a Nobel Prize for this model. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Falah Munawar of class 9. Here I am a model to represent electronic configuration. As just now you have seen atomic model which shows subparticles electron, proton and neutron. The distribution of electron in an orbital represent electronic configuration. So I am picking the sheet. This is the lithium. The atomic number is 3. So I have at 3, 1, 2 and 3.
Everyone, welcome to science exhibition. My name is Sayyida Matma.
My name is Shifa Fatma. Here we have a model of periodic table. As you know, the most important thing in chemistry is periodic table. According to model law, the properties of elements are the functions of electronic configuration and atomic radius. If you go back in history, Dmitry Mendeleev was one to put forward the periodic table and H.J. Moseley was one to say the periodic law. According to this table, it has 18 vertical columns known as groups and 7 horizontal rows known as periods. There is an easiest way to learn elements through mnemonics. Now my friend will say mnemonics.
These are 1A group elements. Hydrogen, Halina ka ribbon kisne phaada? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. These are 2nd group elements. Beta mange car, scooter, baap razi. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Taranum Begum. I am from 9th class. Here I have very simple. See my demonstration. In one class egg is single and in another class egg is fold. How? See
See, you guessed it, it is the right to the density. Density is defined as a pure volume. Adding a salt to the water increase mass of an egg without changing. The pure volume salt is adding to the water increase the density of a solution. Egg is higher than so the egg is full. I hope you like it.
Good morning all of you, my name is Shafia Begum. Good morning all of you, my name is Shafia Begum. I am studying in 8th class. Hello everyone, here I have a model to show the types of friction. Maybe you are thinking, what is friction? Friction is the force that opposes motion between any surface that are in contact. Here in my model I will show you static friction, sliding friction, rolling friction. Static friction means it is a type of friction force that acts on a body when there is no motion between any surface that are in contact. Sliding friction, it is a type of friction force that appears when two bodies come into sliding contact. Rolling friction, it is a type of friction force that occurs when an object rolls on another. I hope you like it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anya and I am studying in 9th class. Here we have some separating technique model. First I will tell you about separating technique. These are the techniques are used to two different states of matter, such as the liquid and solid. Here I have for you interesting separating technique, chromatography. It is a separating technique used to separate color. It is a separating used to separate color, separate different color of dye. Here you can see. Hope you like this. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Abdullah. I am studying in 6th class. My topic is about simply filtration. Hello everyone, there is a demonstration of filtration. Filtration is defined as the process of separating suspended solid method from a by causing liquid to pass through the pore of a membrane are called filtration. There are three types of filtration: mechanical, chemical and biological filtration. Example, coffee filter, tea bags, and hope you like it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sobia Anjum and I am studying 9th class. Here I present to you all Newton's law of motion. As you know, Isaac Newton is a renowned scientist which shared a title of father of physics with Galileo Galilei and Albert Einstein. We are very much familiar with Newton's law. Here I will present some demonstrations. Newton's first law states that every body will be at rest or in uniform motion unless compelled by the external force. This model explains about inertia and mass. Newton's second law, force is equal to the rate of change of momentum. Formula is F is equals to ma. Newton's third law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So I am doing some experiments. Newton's first law states that every body will be at rest or in uniform motion unless compelled by the external force. Newton's second law, force is equal to the rate of change of momentum. Formula is F is equals to ma. Newton's third law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. I hope you like it. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. I am Afia Khan. I am from 9th standard. Today my topic is hydraulics. Hydraulic means a liquid moving confined space under pressure. This was invented by Blaise Pascal, who dedicated larger parts of studies to fluids. In my model, you can see the concept of hydraulics. In hydraulics, everyone, I am Sania Fatma from 9th standard. Today I am telling about osmosis. Osmosis is a process by which molecule of a solvent to pass out a semi-permeable as concentration into a more concentration one. As you can see, I have taken a potato and placed in half filled with water. I fill the cavity of water in sugar solution. Left for undisturbed for 2 hours. You can see there is airways in sugar solution. Hope you like it. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Akbaruddin. I am studying 7th class. My topic is about parts of flower. As you know, flower is the active part of a plant. We find many flowers around us, but do you know what is inside flower? Come on, let us explore. This is longitudinal section of a flower. Here you see 4 whole layers in a flower. Thank you. My friend will continue.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Muhammad Arif. I am from 7th standard. My topic is about parts of flower. Corolla, it has red color petals. Calyx, it has green color spikes. Androecium, this is the male part of a flower which has stamen and pollen grains.
which has stamen and prolonged gynoecium. This is a female part of a flower which has style, stigma and ovary. I hope you understand and like it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Fatima. I am studying in 6th standard. Here you can see working model of water cycle. As you know, our earth has 75% of water. Water is our basic need on this earth. Everybody, we need water. Come now, let us explore about this model. Water cycle is a continuous circulation of water from earth's surface atmosphere and from atmosphere back to earth is called water cycle in nature. It's contained on 4 processes: evaporation, precipitation, runoff, condensation, evaporation. It is a conversion of liquid into vapor. Precipitation, precipitation, it is a conversion, it is a falling down of water from clouds. Runoff, it is a process in which water of land usually reaching the sea. Condensation, it is a process where water vapor become liquid. Say blue, leaf green. Hope you like my model. Thank you.
My name is Alia Tabassum. I am student of 7th class. Meet to my friend.
My name is Sumani Sultana. I am student of class 7th.
Here we have demonstration of solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Eclipse, total or partial blocking of one celestial body by another. Eclipse, commonly called grand, are of 2 types: solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Let us explore solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse happen when the moon comes in the between of the sun and the earth. As a result, moon blocks the light of the sun by reaching the earth's surface and casts shadow on it. It occurs during new moon phase. We can observe up to 5 solar eclipses.
Lunar eclipse happen when the earth comes in between sun and moon. As a result, the earth blocks sunlight reaching from the moon's surface and casts shadow on it. It occurs on full moon day. We can observe up to 3 lunar eclipses per year. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ufera Siddiqui. I am from 6th standard. Here I have a pinhole camera. You have seen me capture images, also have lens, but I have prepared without lens. Let us explore. This is pinhole camera which don't have lens but have a tiny hole. It effectively work on line propagation of light that travel in straight line. Pinhole camera was invented by Ibn al-Haytham, who was a Muslim scholar. Its look inverted. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Ahmed, class from 6th standard. This is working model of layers of soil. Hello everyone, here I present to the model which I made by my own hand, which making I understood how many layers are there in soil. Come on, let's explore. Soil is the topmost layers. The main layers of soil are topsoil, subsoil and parent rock. Now my friend come explanation and detail the layers of soil.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Salman, class 6th. The top most layers of soil is called human. Human we can grow plants. It is filtration. Most layers subsoil is below to the top soil. Last layer has bedrock. It is also called bedrock. So do not spoil soil.
Hope you like it. Good morning everyone. I am Tohra Begum of 6th standard. This is my working model of food pyramid. As you know, food is our basic need. Food gives us energy and keep us healthy. But do you know what categories we should eat? Come on, let's explore. As in my model, you can see food pyramid which represent food, drink, contribute to a healthy diet. This model shows variety in diet followed by food group and how to consume in right proportion. The base of pyramid has started food, protein food, milk and daily food. Eat healthy, be healthy. Hope you like my model.
Hello, my name is Sheikh Junaid Ahmed. I am studying 8th standard. Today I have a model of volcano for showing. I want to say fact about volcano. Volcano are opening of the earth's surface. Opening is called vent. The word volcano comes from the word volcano. Volcano can be active, dormant or accident. The liquid inside the volcano is called magma. Lava is the liquid that explodes from the volcano. Lava is very hot. Hope you like it. Thank you. I will show you.
Hello everyone, my name is Syed Abdul Imran of class 6th standard. This is the working model of photosynthesis. As you all know, photosynthesis occurs in leaf. In this process, plant prepare their own food. Do you know how to prepare? Let's begin. The journey. Leaf is called food factory. Plant inside the leaf we find pigment chlorophyll. During photosynthesis, plant utilize carbon dioxide covered into grosses. Sunlight, chlorophyll and covered into grosses, oxygen and water. This process is invented by scientist John Ingenhousz. Hope you like our model. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Here I have a model on safe environment. Nowadays, this is the most common issue we are facing, that how to save environment. These terms refer to the practice involved in safeguarding and protecting the environment by ensuring its sustainability. We can follow simple ways to save environment. Follow 4R's principle: reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. Use cycling to save petrol. Use solar energy, wind energy, etc. Hope you like it and will follow this.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। मेरा नाम मोहम्मद सुफियानुद्दीन है और मैं 6वीं जमात का तालिब इल्म हूँ और मेरी टॉपिक वज़ू और साइंस से। औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनू इज़ा क़ुमतुम इलस्सलाति फ़ग़सिलू वुजूहकुम व अयदियकुम इलल मराफ़िक़ि वम्सहू बिरुऊसिकुम व अर्जुलकुम इलल काबैन। ऐ ईमान वालों, जब तुम्हारा नमाज के लिए खड़े होने का इरादा हो तो वज़ू के लिए अपने चेहरे को और अपने हाथों को कोहनियों समेत धो लो और अपने सर का मसा करो और अपने पाँव भी टखनों समेत धो लो। वज़ू सेहत की हिफाजत के अनमोल उसूलों में से है। यह रोज़ाना की ज़िंदगी में जरासीम के ख़िलाफ़ एक बहुत बड़ी ढाल है। बहुत सी बीमारियाँ सिर्फ जरासीमों की वजह से पैदा होती है। ये जरासीम हमें चारों तरफ से घेरे हुए हैं। हवा, ज़मीन और हमारे इस्तेमाल की हर चीज़ पर यह मौज़ी मुसल्लत है। अल्लाह ताला ने हमारी जल्द की साख कुछ ऐसी तदबीर से बनाई है कि जरासीम उसमें से हमारे बदन में दाखिल नहीं हो सकते। अलबत्ता जल्द पर हो जाने वाले ज़ख्म, मुँह और नाक के सुराख हर वक्त जरासीम की ज़िद में है। जज़ाकल्लाह।
अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मेरा नाम सैयद ताज है और मैं 6वीं जमात का तालिब इल्म हूँ। मेरी टॉपिक साइंस और कुरान है। अल्लाहुल्लज़ी रफ़अ अस्समावाति बिग़ैरि अमदिन तरौनहा सुम्मा इस्तवा अलल अर्शि व सख़्ख़रा अश-शम्सा वल क़मरा कुल्लुन यजरी लिअजलिन मुसम्मा युदब्बिरुल अम्रा युफ़स्सिलुल आयाति लअल्लकुम बिलिक़ाइ रब्बिकुम तूक़िनून। यानी अल्लाह वो है जिसने आसमानों को बगैर सुतून के बुलंद किया जिन्हें तुम देख सको, फिर उसने अर्श पर करार पकड़ा और सूरज और चाँद को खिदमत पर मामूर किया। हर चीज़ एक मुअय्यन मुद्दत के लिए हरकत में है। वो हर मामले को तदबीर से करता है और अपने निशानात को खोल खोल कर बयान करता है ताकि तुम अपने रब से मिलने का यकीन करो। हज़रत खलीफतुल मशहूर रॉबे फरमाते हैं, कायनात के बुनियादी क़ुव्वतें जो यहाँ पेश की गई है वह कशिश शक्ल ग्रेविटी की हकीकत है। फरमाया, ज़मीन व आसमान खुद ब खुद अपनी मदार पर कायम नहीं बल्कि तमाम आसमानी चीज़ों के दरमियान एक ऐसी पोशीदा क़ुव्वत काम कर रही है जिन्हें तुम आँखों से देख नहीं सकते। कशिश शक्ल की दरियाफ्त साइंस दानशर आइजैक न्यूटन ने 1665 में की। जब उसने इस सेब को ज़मीन पर गिरते देखा तो न्यूटन ने साबित कर दिया कि यही क़ुव्वत अक़ल है जो सेब को ज़मीन की तरफ खींच कर रखती है और यही क़ुव्वत चाँद और सितारों सैयारों को अपनी मदार में रखती है। न्यूटन का क़ुव्वत अक़ल दरियाफ्त करना साइंस की दुनिया में बहुत बड़ा कारनामा था। दरअसल कायनात के बुनियादी 4 क़ुव्वतें कार फरमा है जिनमें से क़ुव्वत अक़ल को अव्वलियत हासिल है। जज़ाकल्लाह।
अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मेरा नाम मोहम्मद इब्राहिम कुरैशी है। मैं 6वीं जमात का तालिब इल्म हूँ। मेरा टॉपिक नमाज अरकान और फिज़ियोथेरेपी है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। नमाज अरकान इस्लाम में तौहीद और रिसालत की शहादत के बाद सबसे बड़ा रुकन है। अल्लाह और उसके रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने ईमान और कुफ्र के दरमियान हदी फासिल करार दिया है। नमाज की रूहानी व ईमानी बरकत अपनी जगह मुसल्लम है। नमाज से बेहतर और हल्की फुल्की और तसलसल वर्जिश का तसव्वुर नहीं किया जा सकता। फिज़ियोथेरेपी के माहिर कहते हैं कि इस वर्जिश का कोई फ़ायदा नहीं जिसमें तसलसल ना हो। वो इतनी ज़्यादा की जाए कि जिस्म बुरी तरह थक जाए। अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने अपनी आदत के तौर पर वो अमल अता किया है जिसमें वर्जिश और फिज़ियोथेरेपी के गलबल तमाम सूरतों में से एक सूरत पाई जाती है जिसको नमाज कहते हैं। नमाज को सही तरीके से अदा करने का कोलेस्ट्रॉल को लेवल को नॉर्मल में रखने का वाहिद ज़रिया है।
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Uruj Ahmed. I am studying in 10th class. Here we have a model of DNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is organic chemical that contain instruction for protein synthesis. It is found in most cell of every organ. DNA is alkali part of reproduction in which genetic heredity occur through the passing down of DNA from parents or parents to offspring. Now my friend will be continuing.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Hamdan. I am studying in 10th class. This was first discovered by Watson and Crick. It is a double helical structure. The information in DNA is stated as a code made up of 4 chemical bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Human being DNA consists of about 3 million bases and more than 99% of those bases are same in all people. Hope you like it.
Hello everyone, there we have a model of dialysis. As you know, when a person kidney does not function, there is a chance to remove with artificial source. This process is called dialysis. Dialysis remove waste products and extra fluids from your blood. Now my friend will continue.
By the semi-permeable membrane, similar to the way healthy kidney will be during dialysis. Blood is in one side of the kidney containing water, electrolytes and minerals in the another side. These processes work on diffusion, osmotic and ultrafiltration. Hope you like it.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Zoha Begum of class 9. Here I have a model of sprinkler irrigation. This is also a simple micro irrigation project used to irrigate crop, lodges, landscape, glove cover and other areas. They are also used for cooling and for the control of airborne dust. In this system, water is uniformly distributed through a pipe and spray which cool the surrounding atmosphere. Hope you like it. Thank you.
I am Firdaus Begum of class 9. Here I prepared a model on drip irrigation. Let me tell you about drip irrigation. The supply of water to land or crops to help growth is called irrigation. In my model I prepared drip irrigation system. There are many